Jeremy Dwayne Shaw, 24W8344431. Your name, sir?
Jeremy Dwayne Shaw.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mike Kilcall representing Mr. Shaw.
Okay, so first of all, for purposes of arraignment, how does he wish to proceed?
Your Honor, I'd like to stand and wait for the charges.
And now this is going to be a no contest plea to fraudulent schemes based on a lack of recollection, lack of memory, with the understanding that restitution will be paid in the amount of $960. True?
Correct, Your Honor.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Shaw?
Yes, Your Honor. It was a time in my life that
Hold on, Mr. Shaw.
Give me 1 second here. So they got to give me a police report. Did you see a police report in there? Yeah, I don't have a police report. I got all kinds of plea by mails and everything. Lisa, I'm not sure I see the, oh, wait a minute, here it is. You got it?
Yes.
All right. I don't believe he's been printed, but I'll address that later. All right, Mr. Shaw, if you plead no contest, it has the same effect as a guilty plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead no contest, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. I will place you on probation, or I will make a determination. I'll first take the plea. I'll take the plea, and then I will send you for a pre-sentence report. We'll set a sentence date, and we will go from there. But it does have the same effect as a guilty plea. I want you to understand that. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you stipulate I can use the police report to establish a factual basis.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead no contest, you're giving up your right to a trial of any kind. You're giving up your right to remain silent. You're waiving the requirement that they prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You're waiving the presumption of innocence. You're waiving the right at a trial to bring in your own witnesses, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses, to cross-examine theirs, to testify or remain silent. You're waiving all those rights, and we will not have a right to, you will be waiving your right to a jury trial of any kind or a bench trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You agree to that?
Yes.
All right. And counsel, I've had that Mark Peoples one now. You stipulate to that I can use that, true?
So stipulated.
To the charge of fraudulent schemes, how do you plead?
No contest.
All right, let me review the report. right, based on my review of the report, I find there's a factual basis. Are you on probation or parole right now, Mr. Shaw?
I'm on probation in Wayne County.
All right, were you on probation on June 23 of 24?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand by pleading no contest here that that will be a violation of that probation? That probation could be revoked. You could be in prison on that charge as a result of this plea and conviction. Do you understand that?
I've already took care of that, Your Honor.
I don't know what you mean by that, but I do want, I don't know, I don't need to go into it. I want to make sure that you understand that if you're still on probation and we're on June 23 of 24, you could be violated as a result of this and sentenced to a term of incarceration. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to plead no contest?
Can I have I'm not really understanding, like, because I've already took care of the fact of
Closer to the device.
what?
Get closer to the device. What aren't you understanding?
Because I've already pled out to where the violation, I've already been aware of the violation. They wanted me to take care of all my warrants. This was one of the warrants they wanted me to take care of.
Well, you weren't convicted of anything then, sir. You weren't convicted of this. So now you're going to be convicted. And if you're convicted, I want you to understand they could violate that probation and they could sentence you to a term of incarceration on that charge as a result of this plea and conviction.
Yeah, I'm not understanding that, Your Honor.
Well, what part aren't you understanding? Listen to me. You're on probation there, right?
Yes.
They tell you to clear up your warrants as part of your probation, all right?
Yes.
Now, you're in here to take care of this case,
Absolutely,
right?
Your Honor.
You had no conviction as of yesterday on this case, right?
Okay, yes, I get what you're saying. Yes, I understand.
Now, as a result of this plea, it's going to be deemed a violation of that probation, and that probation could be revoked, and you could be sentenced to a term of incarceration on that.
I understand, Your Honor.
All right. So do you understand, or you want me to go through it again?
No, I understand, Your Honor.
You still wish to plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody force you to do that?
No.
All right, I'm going to accept the plea. I find it to be an accurate plea. And it's based on my review of the report, the plea's been made voluntarily and understandingly is an accurate plea. I'm going to order a pre-sentence report. Call in the detective on this, will you?
Your Honor, my client, if the court considers asking, he sentenced to time served.
I'm not doing that. He's got a record. You're going to be a thief the rest of your life, aren't you?
No,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Shaw?
Absolutely not. Your
What do you
Honor,
mean no?
I went through a bad state of my mind where I was getting high. And you see,
Listen.
one of my meals, I was in rehab.
This is like a
I've been clean since September. I'm a plumber. I don't need a steal.
You've been in custody since October, right?
I've been in custody since September, and I went.
So you've been clean because you've been in custody. I'm not giving him time served. How am I giving him time served? He's going to have to pay the restitution before I'm going to do anything to discharge him here.
Understood, Your Honor. He was, just so the court knows, is not aware, he's been sentenced to 275 days since April, sometimes in May, so he's going to be incarcerated for at least that amount of time.
Until?
From, what's the date, May, what was the date again, Mr. Shaw?
I've got a tentative release date on this one of October 9th.
Yes, that's correct.
Well, yes, that's what he's hoping for. That's what he's hoping for, but he's sentenced to the full 275. He's only 90 days in.
Listen, your name?
Detective Lieutenant Color, Whittier, please.
I'm still ordering a pre-sentence report. You're not to go near. You're an experienced thief, though, Mr. Shaw. I mean, this is an elaborate scheme you guys were engaging in, okay? You better get together the money for restitution.
I got that.
You've been thieving your whole life. Looks like to me. How old are you?
I'll be 48 next month, Your Honor.
I want to make sure he's printed on this. I don't think he's been printed.
I don't think you have, Your Honor.
So how are we going to get him printed? Can you work with Monroe and get him printed?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're going to be required to submit the fingerprints and photographs. You're not to go near any Walmart. You're not to go near any Walmart. You're not to have any contact with any employees of the Woodhaven Walmart. I'm giving you a personal bond. You're going to stop this, sir.
Oh, absolutely, Your Honor.
I know, but it gets to be a little bit much listening to somebody tell me absolutely like there's no question about it when everything.
It has to happen. I don't have
When
no
everything
choice,
about your
Your Honor.
history tells me you're going to keep doing this until 2075 if you're still alive.
Hey, I don't want to go back to prison, Your Honor.
Well, how long you spent in prison?
21 years.
You spent 21 years?
Yes, Your Honor. It's nothing to be proud of.
21 years? I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm kind of surprised. But looking at your record, it's not a shock when I look at some of these convictions. I mean, you had felony firearm, assault with intent to rob while armed, GBH, home invasions. You got a whole.
I was a 19-year-old punk ass gangbanger who thought I could do everything back then.
I know. All right, $2,500 personal bond. Lisa, we don't have to hurry this. Get him printed if you can, please, Lieutenant. And give me a sentence date here, Lisa.
August 6th at 8:30.
August the 6th at 8:30. August the 6th at 8:30 will be your sentence date. We're going to have probation come in and interview you, and we will go from there.
Okay.
Any questions, Mr. Shaw?
No, that'll be it.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Mr. Crawford.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lieutenant. Taylor.